Hello, everyone. Welcome to our seventh roundtable of the season. It has been quite the season so far, but we have seen a couple traitors banished, a lot of faithful banished, though. So, what will happen tonight? Players, that's going to be up to you. The floor is yours.
I will start because I have heard my names being said. Does anyone want to fess up to thinking I'm a traitor and why you think that?
Well, we talked. I don't think you're a traitor, but I will say we had those conversations. I mean, I think everybody, I'm a little sus of everybody, as everybody knows.
And I know, Cody, you and I have also talked, and I've heard a lot of your name being thrown out. So do you want to go ahead and defend yourself?
I defend myself is crazy, but we did have a great conversation, I think. And I think what a lot of people here are not doing is asking who is saying what about what and backtracking like that. And because we had such a great conversation, Gabby, I do want to turn the floor over to Bianca because I would like for you to tell me, when did I tell you that Gabby was a traitor and I'm going to vote her out? Because that never happened. And the last that we spoke, Gabby wasn't even like my top two as of suspect list. And we had a pretty lengthy phone call and we spoke today, and never once, like I even went back while I was on phone with Gabby, searched Gabby's name in our chat, and never once, besides us talking about Gabby's role, did I accuse Gabby of being a traitor or anything like that. And this is not me coming for Bianca like to vote.
I didn't say it was from you, Cody. I said that her name is out there and the reasons why I think her name is out there. So that she can also be prepared if people go for her on the roundtable, just like when you asked me what's my reasons for thinking you are a traitor, and I told you why I suspect you, and I did the same for Gabby, that why people are suspecting her. I didn't say it was from you.
Is that confirmed, Gabby? Because I know we spoke of something that was just a little different.
She did say people were saying, she never specifically said your name.
Whenever we had that conversation, you said Bianca was one of them.
I reread it, and I don't know if you heard me because phones were breaking up, but I reread it and I said that I was wrong, that Bianca never said your name specifically.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the clarification. And then whatever the fuck the telephone game was that you heard at that one time, I searched your name in Diane's chat, didn't see that either. So I don't really know where that came from. But is hard because all that I'm hearing that is on me is, sorry, I'm also like taking mushrooms. All that I'm hearing is, oh, traitor on traitor, traitor on traitor. I feel like that's genuinely a cop-out reason to vote for someone you just don't want in the game. And until I hear actual proof, and Bianca, you gave me a list of reasons, and we had an open discussion about those reasons. Feel free if you want to talk about them here. I'll have the conversation publicly. But I genuinely feel like the traitors view me as an easy vote out. That's why I'm still here. Clearly, I have a lot of people talking about me still as a vote. So their plan's working.
Well, first of all, you do say that it's an easy cop out to vote for you, but I feel like people were banished for less. Like on a whim, someone's name came up, like MJ's last week, and she got banished, and she was a faithful. So I do feel it's almost any reason for anybody to get banished in this game. I did give you a list of reasons why I think you're a traitor. One of the first things I said when I got murdered and I went into the graveyard is that I'm suspicious of Cody. He didn't speak to me. He said that I was stuck in your spam, but I did friend everybody when I joined the game because I didn't want to get stuck in anyone's spam. More than
and
one
I told people, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. I told people as soon as like you got murdered, oh my God, she was stuck in my spam and I feel like shit. So that's not me just copying please when you came back. Like that, I said that as soon as it happened.
More than one person in the graveyard was suspicious that it's you, Cody. Then yeah, I have a list of reasons. I can go back on our chat and I can, but I'm still wondering why Sean was out like so hell bent that it's you, and why MJ still voted for you in that round. I don't think that she was off with the vote. Kenzie.
I will. Can I just interject really quick or not? Or Kenzie can go first. That's fine.
No, you go ahead.
I just wanted to clarify that, like, you using MJ, I don't think that's the best example because MJ, from like my perspective, 100%, and many other people I've talked to, she wasn't helpful at all. So if you're faithful, which she was, why wasn't she helping, talking to any of the faithful, sharing any of her notes? That's a problem. And it's a problem often at the round table. So I will say I would appreciate hearing your evidence against Cody if you wanted to pull that up, because I do think that we all need to be sharing these notes that we have. If we're all faithfuls, then there's no reason why we're not sharing evidence against who we think are traitors with each other. And that's all.
From watching the Zooms as well, because I haven't been in the game for that long, it was suspicious. Certain times Cody brought up certain things like recruitment. Um, I like I said, the strongest evidence is the trader on trader evidence. Like they were getting heated, and Sean was, for some reason, hell bent that it was Cody. So to me, that's the strongest evidence. A trader that went out of the game was really thinking that it is Cody. And I personally would rather go on that than some of the other evidence against some of the other players in the game. I'm just scrolling up to when I spoke to Cody earlier. Oh yes, the other point was the fact that the challenges, and Cody did defend himself on all of this, but I will still mention why. On this past Sunday, I spoke to Cody a half an hour before the challenge, and he still had not done it. Obviously, he won a shield, but it wasn't that worried about it to win it. And last night, he did tell me he had plans, but he also didn't try to get the shield good. So I feel he doesn't feel like he's going to be murdered. I, for example, did definitely feel that I was going to be murdered. That is why I tried to win the challenge and not a half an hour before the time. My role, as a lot of people know, obviously, I returned from the dead. I'm a faithful, and there's possibility that I am going to get revenge on the people who voted me out. And Cody came to me straight about that right away and said he's so excited if my role is what it is. That could be a trader knowing exactly what I'm doing. And I, for example, feel like if Cody stays in the game, that I'm going to be murdered tomorrow, and I'm going to be murdered for the second time. The third thing is I can see Cody murdering me. We didn't have any connection at all. It would have been a clean murder, and also my track record of being a threat in the game. I can 100% see Cody murdering me.
Okay. Can I say my reasonings as to why I defended myself with such things now, and then we can move on to Kenzie? So let's start with the challenge. I said publicly before the weekend started, I take my breaks very seriously. I work typically 7 to 6 every day of the week with no day off during the week. And I was also in another game at the exact same time. Yes, I waited till the last minute to do a challenge. Look at any other primetime season or any other game that I've played with people. I wait till the last minute to do every challenge. It's not a surprise. Did I win a shield? Yes, because I fought my ass off to win a shield. I sat up there with the fucking plate and ball and cup because I wanted to win a shield. I busted my ass for it. And last night, not showing up for the challenge, I said publicly before the challenge, today would be the last day that I'm working with my coworker before they are moving to Fuller, Georgia. And I wanted to spend time outside of work with them. And if I get criticized for taking outside of game more important, if you view that as Traitors activity, by all means. And if you think voting me out gets faithfuls more information, by all means. I just think, given the time, I'm going to flip a faithful, and people are going to be SOL. Let's see. You said challenges. Again, I was framed hardcore by Sean, and you can ask the people in the game. Sean had been mentioning my name since before like week 3, trying to get me out of this game. I didn't push for Sean to be the vote once until right at that moment when Sean messed up. That's whenever I spoke out and I was like, okay, I think this is enough to vote out Sean. I was blinded by whatever Sean was doing to want to vote out Hyrie. So I can understand having an opinion on me being a traitor. I feel as if you're more threatened that I am a player in this game that is hell-bent on taking out the traitors. And I see myself as a very, very strong traitor hunter. And I've worked my ass off trying to find these traitors. And I'll leave it at that.
Like, if you are a faithful, then and you are banished, then I would definitely say I'm sorry. I'm definitely not going about it saying that I want someone out that is a traitor hunter. I want the traitors out as well.
You take me out, the traitors are going to have the numbers to walk through the end of this game. I promise you. Okay.
I just want to say that people were scared that I'm in the game for a reason. I'm very, I've watched the games, I'm very perceptive. So I have a very strong gut feeling that it is you, Cody. And I know people shouldn't vote on gut feelings, but I'm just saying that I won't be surprised if we banish you and you are a traitor.
And I'm telling you, you're wrong. Okay, Kinsey.
Hari, you can go first.
Okay. Really? Because mine is not like off about Cody. Mine
Honestly,
is
mine's
just
for Melissa, and she's not here, so it really doesn't matter when I
okay.
go.
Okay, mine is just more of like seeking clarity, and I've spoken to both these individuals that I will be asking them, and I want to see how they talk about it in the roundtable. So it's for
Can you
Taylor
ask me?
and Amy. Yeah.
Can you ask
So
me
it's for
first so I can go back out here where
yep.
it's
So
super
it's for
loud?
Taylor
Okay.
and Amy, and since Amy wants to go first, I just want to know, Amy, where is your head in the game? Like, we know you're
So
a faithful. Like, tell us what you think.
okay, so I've heard so many different names. There are quite a few that I'm sus on. I voted you, Hyrie, almost every time. I'm also suspectful of, sorry, Gabby, but you, Bianca, you, and unfortunately, even Brent. And me and Brent get along great. So I've just heard so many names, but I don't know that I've come to a decision because you either go with your heart or your head, and they're both telling me something different. So
I will say I've got no problem describing my role and my power. And my role is 100% a faithful one, if you look at the sheet. So I am the parent, and that is 100% a faithful role.
well, like I said, I've heard multiple names, and those were the ones that I second guessed. You know, and
Gabby, what did you say your role was?
The parent. And if you look at the role sheet, that is 100% a faithful role.
All right, I got to get back out here, but that's who I was sus on. I just don't know who I'm going with yet.
Gabby,
Okay.
which Game of Thrones character is it? Do you mind sharing that? Or do you not want to?
Oh, no, I will share because I got nothing to hide. Caitlin Stark. I don't know who she is because I've never watched Game of Thrones before, but apparently she's a faithful.
Yes, she is.
Okay. And then to Taylor, I think you know what I want to bring up
Yeah.
and talk about. Maybe you just want to go right into
So,
it.
yeah, so I know what you're gonna say. So I got kind of an idea in my head about a certain situation that happened. So about 2 days before Cameron was murdered, and I really wish Cameron was here right now to back me up on this. But anyway, so from my understanding, I thought it was only 2 people initially that knew about Cameron's role, but apparently it was 3. It was myself, Alex, and Brent. Alex is a Alex is a faithful, so not a factor at this point. But from what Cameron told me, now Brent, I need you to clarify this, please, because I don't want to think it's you. That you and him strategized on how to use his ability, and it was one of the rounds, I can't remember which one at this point. He decided to use his power on himself. Now, Brent, can you clarify if he decided that himself, or did you help guide him in doing that?
I don't think I guided him in doing that. I think we had talked about, he had said he could use it 2 or 3 times,
Yeah,
but
if
only
it's,
on
and I
one.
can confirm it's 3 times from
Yeah.
what he told me.
So I don't have memory of guiding him, of telling him to do that.
Okay.
I said that he should do, I'd always encouraged him to do whatever he felt was best. And I told him my role, which is everybody knows by now, that I could have taken the 2
Yeah.
votes and cast them on myself.
Yeah,
I
because
could
see,
only
like,
do that during a banishment. So we were trying to
'cause-
figure out how to keep each other.
yeah, because I got a convoluted plan in my brain, but it feels way too convoluted that you told him to use it on himself so you could kill him down the road. But to me now at this point, that feels way
I
too
would never.
convoluted for anyone to come up.
No, I'm 100% a faithful. I understand why it looks
So-
suspicious and all that. My role, unfortunately, doesn't like it could be either or, so that doesn't really help you. But I
No.
promise you, I'm a
So,
faithful, and I
but
would
you see
never.
from
Yeah,
so you see from my perspective where that looks a little weird. So that's all I'm gonna
like I
say
said,
on
look,
that.
I understand how a lot of things look weird to people, and that's why
But-
I'm here to answer questions and
But I'm
clarify.
not. Yeah, but I'm not talking about CoinGate. I don't care about CoinGate. I
No,
don't
no,
care
I know.
about the other stuff. I care specifically about this situation. The fact that you knew his role. It's not enough for me to push you at all. Like, I'm not pushing your name.
I mean, I
out
just
there.
figured. So the thing is, Cameron and I were faithfuls. We're talking game. Not a lot of people
Oh.
are really kind of talking game, right? I mean, I'm not the only one who really has that impression. So yeah, like we exchanged that information because
Okay.
we needed to be here to, I'll put myself in the traitor hunter category too. Like, and I feel like that's how Cameron was.
And
I don't know
I'll-
if it's helpful to you or
and I-
not. I didn't.
No, I just wanted clarity on that
Yeah. I
personally.
just
And
encouraged him to use it however he saw fit. I never tried to influence his
Yeah.
decisions with his power.
and why Hyri's asking me now, and I'll say it again, is because it was expected that I'd say this to Roundtable before, but I'll tell you, when emotions got crazy heightened, I'm the type of person, and I'm not trying to make this personal or anything. I feel emotions at a crazy high level, and on top of having some challenges that I'm not going to go into detail with because they're pointless, I feel heightened emotions for a very long time, and it doesn't help. So that's why I kind of just paused and was like, I couldn't even think of asking you that the last banishment. So that's why Hyri's asking me now to make sure I explain the point. And that's where I'm
Yeah.
coming from. Could it be a convoluted plan? Sure. I don't know. and that's what I
Okay.
don't know.
Thank you. Thank you, Amy and Taylor, for sharing the clarity there. And I appreciate us being civil. Like we have been civil. There's like no yelling, so let's keep that up. Just to remind
Please.
each and every one of you.
Absolutely, please, because I do not need like my emotions being that heightened again. Selfishly.
Yeah, we don't need the
So,
distraction.
I'll be
That's
selfish
why.
and I'll ask for myself.
That's
Selfishly.
why.
Yeah, go ahead, Kinsey. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop
It's
interrupting
okay.
you.
So that's why I would like to be civil right now and apologize to Melissa for yesterday. That was not the right time for me to do that, and I sincerely apologize. A lot of people know that sometimes I can get in my own head and I overthink things, and things just start to like spiral in my head, and then I get stuck on one thing and I just couldn't let it go. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not voting for you tonight. I don't have any reason to vote for you right now, but I did want to apologize because I know you also got upset, and I love you dearly as a person, and I know you're going through so much right now. So I just feel really, really bad how things transpired between me and you, and I apologize.
I accept your apology and I apologize for my part. I
Thank
should
you.
have totally
I accept yours too, but I wanted to keep things on the civil thing, and that's why I let people go ahead of me, because I was hoping you would show up, and I would have rather apologize to you face to face rather than you see it on the live. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Like I said, I'm sorry for my part.
Thank you. Okay, well, I guess I'll go again, and just talk about something else. So, Cody, I'm not gonna lie, I will be voting for you tonight, because things are just kind of like what Bianca's saying, it's making me feel more and more like you're a traitor. And like I said too, if you're not, I will sincerely apologize. But I know you think that it's a cop out but for me it's not. I don't know, the whole traitor on traitor thing, like it's been stuck in my head since that whole thing happened. And I know, of course, you're going to say it's not, because that's what anyone would say. If you are a traitor, of course you're going to say that you're not a traitor. And of course you're going to say, oh, you're using it as a cop out and this and that. That's that's what we all say. Like, but I'm sorry, Cody, but I will be voting for you tonight.
Party. I don't really have a rebuttal to that. Like, there's nothing that you can say in a defense for said thing. Again, I think the traitors have people convinced that I am a traitor, and when the faithfuls are down a number, and there's 2, 3, 4 traitors left, and now a game of 10, I'm genuinely not going to feel sorry for the faithfuls. Like, I
Okay,
have
then
worked
let
my
me ask you
ass
this.
off.
Where are you voting? Who do you think is a traitor?
I told many people I'm coming into this with no fucking clue. And I'm pretty sure that I've even told you. I have zero clue after the MJ vote. I felt so wrong. I told people I'm going to take that on the chin because I was convinced, based off of the way that MJ was moving, not just her voting for me, not sharing notes, voting for me, and then being with Sean, like literally all of the time, staying in that alliance group, not expanding. Like the list goes on and on of why I thought it was MJ. And to hear that's why I am a traitor. And then on top of that, all of these, like, Cody, you're so strategic, you're smart, you would make a great traitor, but then being blamed for like rookie things, like, oh, I'm not connected at all to Bianca, so I would kill Bianca first. That's like, I'm sorry, textbook 101. Cody not showing up to a challenge, therefore Cody looks like a traitor. I'm sorry, if I was a traitor, I would have showed up to that challenge at dinner, completely through it to not look like a traitor. I'm just not playing that kind of game. I'm being incredibly genuine, honest, very vocal. When Alex told me that they were the pure of heart, did not tell a soul until I told Bianca because I trusted Bianca's role. I did not tell a single person in this game what Alex told me because I didn't want Alex murdered. I don't go running around spreading misinformation. I compare notes and I bring it up at roundtables. And if that's not how I'm supposed to play this game, I don't know how else to play it, genuinely.
All right. Well, I do have a question for someone else, and this one hurts because I love this person, and I don't want you to take any offense to it. I love you dearly, but something has been on my mind. Bianca, I love you dearly. I love you. But something that's really bothering me is that you're back in the game, and of course you want us all to believe that you're faithful, and I really hope you are. But how do I word this? I've seen a resurrection before happen, and I know it's a different game, but that resurrection, that person that came back, wasn't murdered as a faithful, but became a traitor. So can you make me believe that that did not happen to you?
The role is Lady Stoneheart. I don't know. I've watched Game of Thrones, but years ago, so I don't know. And I think it's not even in Game of Thrones. When I googled it, it's after the fact. But or later.
So it was in the books, but not in the TV show.
Okay, so basically, people kill her, and then she comes back to life, and then she's out for revenge to kill the people that killed her. So I cannot be a traitor because I
Okay.
won't be able to get the traitors out.
All right, thank you. That makes me feel better. And so
And
I wasn't trying to
just to
come at you.
clarify from like a Game of Thrones nerd standard point of view, like that is pretty much like she comes back from the dead and she just wants to seek revenge on the people that did her and her family wrong.
Okay, thank you very much. That makes me feel a lot better. And
Cody,
I love you,
but
and I'm
Cody's gonna say
sorry.
something.
Yes. So, Gabby, I didn't know who your character was. Adam, I'm echoing. I'm so sorry. Gabby, your character and Bianca's character are the same person. Spoiler alert, I'm so sorry. Caitlin Stark is Lady Stoneheart. Now I'm questioning things. Because not only that, but Bianca, why are you going around telling people Gabby's role before Gabby feels comfortable sharing that? Because I learned Gabby's role from you, and I've heard other people's learned Gabby's role from you as well.
Yes, because people, for example, like Brent. Can you please mute Adam?
Sorry.
Was after Gabby, and I spoke to Gabby about that, and then she reminded me of what she said to me a few days ago about her role. So I was basically just defending Gabby. I would rather say that when she told me that she's already told multiple people, then not say it and we banish a faithful.
But you wouldn't need to defend Gabby to me because I didn't think Gabby was a traitor.
Yeah, no.
So you just brought it up to bring it up.
Bianca did tell me she was going to use it to defend people.
Sorry, Gabby. I think you did mention to me that people were saying Gabby's name as well as an option.
No. Go back and search Gabby's name in our chat. That was not said once.
Okay, well, her name was out there today.
And not from me.
Well, I was just saying that that's the names that were out there, and this is the reasons why I don't think it's Gabby.
I mean, I had suspicions.
Yeah, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus, but I did hear Gabby's name a couple of times today. I just haven't had a chance to talk to you about it, Gabby, one-on-one. But nothing that I particularly super suspicious of myself, but just that your name is out there.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Gabby to be.
So, like I said, anyone has any questions?
So who put Gabby's name out there?
That's what I'd like to know. Who started it?
Because obviously somebody did.
And why am I getting blamed for it? Because Gabby's hearing that it's coming from me.
I mean, I think
I didn't.
With you, I think that's irrelevant.
I heard from
now,
Gabby
I don't think that
herself.
we need to figure out.
And then you told me, Melissa, that you heard also from Diane that Cody
But
was
guys, we don't want to get into like a hunt for who said what right now.
Yeah,
Because then
exactly.
it's
We
another
don't spend all our
distraction.
time on this. It could have been me. I was suspicious of a lot of people. It could have very well been me. There was quite a few things that stuck out to me about Gabby, and I mentioned that to people. So, but with that said, as Gabby knows, I told you, I'm telling everybody, I'm not gonna vote for you. I know you to be a faithful. I knew John to be a faithful, and we lost John, and I'm a traitor hunter. So I do think though that people are trying to be framed. I think that's what happened to me with the coin thing. I think there's somebody who is initiating conversations, planting seeds. Nobody seems to have any idea who this person is. But I think that's what we need to think about and go in the direction of if we're going to get out of traitor. And I'm hopeful that maybe people have some more input. I will say, Melissa, there were some things that were suspicious. The comp was a little suspicious to me too, especially the Tanner answer, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were the only one who answered that way, and that was kind of weird considering it was who do the traders.
I think that.
And I'm just putting out. I just want Melissa. I just want Melissa's side of things. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for, but I do think that that was just a little odd. and stuck out to me.
Thank
And just to
It's muting again. Or it's double sharing them vocals.
I don't think it's muting. I think it's just an echo. Brent, if you could repeat that, please.
I just wanted to hear what you just had to say about the competition, just to hear your side of things. I thought what stuck out to me was the Tanner vote. The question was, who do the traitors regret murdering? I don't know why anybody would think Tanner.
So I understand that was suspicious. Couldn't remember who's been banished, who's been murdered. The only two I could remember that had been murdered were Bianca and Tanner. And thinking from a logical perspective, no offense, Bianca, but I don't think the traitors would regret having murdered you. Whereas Tanner seems like maybe it's better for the faithfuls because, I mean, let's be honest, is Tanner that helpful as a faithful? So that's why I chose Tanner between those two. I understand it looks suspicious, and if you guys think I'm a traitor and you want to murder me, go ahead, but I promise we make a mistake. Don't know what else to say.
I want to bring up something really quick, and I really hate that this person's not here. But everyone seems to think Diane's a faithful. What if we are all wrong? Diane is very likable. She's the whole thing. She's the main voice behind the coins where that's the whole thing about the coins. She's so lovable, she's so likable. I played with Diane before where I completely believed her the whole game and she completely she completely backstabbed me and I never saw it. It's to me it's been bugging me for the last couple of days actually. Because some people are seen to be so bent backwards that Diane is a faithful, and I'm sorry, but I think you guys are wrong. I am very sus to Diane, and I truly think she has you all fooled, and she is 100% a traitor. And I know with her swearing on her yes, I know people are gonna say she swore on her grandchildren, yes, but unfortunately, people do that. People do that. I've had people swear on their loved ones to me before. Lying right to my face.
I mean,
So
I'm
that
not
whole
too sure with
thing.
the coin thing though. There wasn't some kind of loophole where the traders could maybe take coins or something. Prod was very adamant about the vote being private, and a lot of people didn't want the vote private. So there could be that.
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
I
I
don't know. If
truly
Diane's a
think.
traitor, she's a real.
I think. Well, that's the thing. Diane is a very good player. She is. I played with her many times, and I know the fact that Diane is a very good player. And to me, I just can't shake off the fact that she's fooling you all. I truly believe Diane is a traitor because let's put it this way: there is a few times where I was sure that Diane was going to get murdered. I was 100% sure that Diane was going to get murdered. Oh, lo and behold, look, she wasn't. A couple of those times really had me floored that she was not murdered because I was almost certain she was going to get murdered, and I know a lot of other people said the same thing. So the fact that those two times that I thought for sure she was going to get murdered and she wasn't, ugh. But I'm just saying, I personally think she's a traitor. I think she has you all fooled. If I'm wrong, then I will be the first one to happily admit. I hate that she's not here because I really wanted her to defend this, but that has been on my mind for the last 2 days, and I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. Yeah, Amy, if you want to say something to what I said, go ahead.
Yeah. And I hope no one takes this the wrong way because a lot of people have sworn on individuals in this game, which I think is crazy. I don't think a grandmother, and this is coming from a grandmother, would swear on her grandchildren if she was lying about a game or not making money.
I agree.
I just don't think someone would swear on their grandkids in a game that what are you going to do?
Did she swear on her grandkids that she was not a traitor? Is that what she said?
Yes.
That I don't know. I'm just defending her.
I want to know what did she exactly say when she swore on her grandkids? Whoever knows, please tell me. I want to know word for word. What did she exactly say?
In a conversation with me and her, I said to her, I swear on my kids that I am a faithful. And she said, I swear on my grandchildren that I'm a faithful.
So you're the only one that heard it.
I don't know if she said it to anyone else or she said
Was it only that, or was it about the coins too? Because I was under the impression that swearing on the kids and the grandkids was about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought she said it about the coins, but then okay, whatever.
I
We're
never heard about Diane swearing on her.
I wish
mother.
Diane was here because of the
yeah,
telephone
same.
game that Gabby told me, because Diane was involved in that. When I
Yeah.
haven't had a game conversation with Diane in almost over a week now, um, I didn't want to question someone who wasn't here, but you brought up a good point, Kinsey. I myself haven't thought of Diane because Diane's the, like, I guess I don't want to say face of primetime, but like she's the, I don't know. I view her as mom, and my gut is telling me that someone who returned from the last Trader season is a traitor. I just don't know. I don't know who all returned.
I'm
One.
returning, and it's not me.
And
I'll
you
tell
know
you
I
that
don't
right now.
suspect you. You know
Yeah,
I don't
I
suspect
also
you.
returned, and that's what we
Um,
talked about. I hope you do not think
I'm
of
just saying my thought process, all of the like people returning from last season, there's no way that none of y'all are a traitor. I think there is one amongst the people who are returning. And that's my point.
Well,
All right, you're out of time. It is time to vote. Please put your vote in your confessional. If you're playing any powers, please make sure we acknowledge it, and we'll be back. All right, we got votes. Let's read them out. All right, Diane pre-voted, and she pre-voted for Gabby. So that's one vote, Gabby. Hyrie got a work call, so that's why he had to jump off. He voted for Cody. He thinks what Bianca said carried some weight for me tonight. All right, so one vote, Gabby, one vote, Cody. Let's start with Gabby.
There were things said that I think this person might be onto something with who the traitor is, so I think Kinsey is right, and I voted Diane.
All right, Taylor.
Look at me thinking I'm going in with one name and coming out with another again, and that's gonna look really, really weird if the last minute push on this person and they end up not being one. But I do think there were good points made tonight about it. So yeah, I did end up switching my vote to Diane tonight.
All right, that's one vote, Gabby, one vote, Cody, two votes, Diane. Let's go to Kenzie.
Okay, so I actually didn't end up voting for Diane just because I felt bad because she's not here, and I personally didn't want to really vote for her when I, I didn't give her a chance to defend her case. But now I'm kind of wishing I did, but at the same time, that's just not the kind of person I am. So unfortunately, Cody, I did vote for you.
All right, Adam.
Yeah, I just had some good conversations with some people today, and one in particular that really made me decide on this vote tonight. So unfortunately, I did vote for Cody, and I really hope that if I'm wrong, that you can forgive me.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Who'd you vote for?
Cody.
Okay. All right, Melissa.
All right, so I missed the beginning of Roundtable, so I'm going a lot on conversations I've been seeing. Seems like a lot of things keep coming back to this person. And then I hope I'm not wrong, but unfortunately, Cody, I did vote for you tonight.
All right, Cody.
I did not come into this roundtable with a clear cut. I was going to let what was said guide my kind of decision. And I voted for Diane. I think like saying that I did something when I didn't do it, and then also how people kind of perceive you, you're almost letting guide the narrative. And I haven't heard reasons other than, well, Diane can't be a traitor to say that you're faithful. So that's why I voted for you.
All right, Bianca.
I voted for Cody, and also again, if I'm wrong, then I'm sorry, but I just have a strong feeling that it's you, Cody.
All right, that's 5 votes, Cody, 3 votes, Diane, 1 vote, Gabby. If either Brent or Amy's vote is for anyone but Cody, Cody will be banished. Brent, who did you vote for?
So I'll preface this by saying, I only voted for this person. I know they're faithful, and I only voted for them because I know they're not going to get a single other vote. I do think Cody's a faithful. If I'm wrong, then I will be happy, truthfully, because I want the traitors out of here. But I do think Cody's a faithful. I do think Diane's a faithful. I couldn't vote for either of them. I'm sorry, Amy. I think you voted for me last time. I know I'm going to be the only one voting for you, and that's why I did that.
All right, that will mean Cody will be the one banished tonight, but Amy, please reveal your vote.
I'm sorry again. Like I said earlier, I'm suspectful of a few people. And Brent, yes, I did say your name, so I completely understand, but I did vote for Bianca tonight. I just didn't understand the whole going back and forth with Cody. So we'll find out tonight if Cody is a traitor. And if I am completely wrong, Hyrie, Bianca, Brent, I apologize.
All right, that means Cody, you have been banished from the castle. Please step into the circle of truth and reveal whether you are a traitor or a faithful.
I came into this game with pure intentions. I played this game with nothing but pure intentions. I haven't lied. I was very forthcoming with all of the information that I had. My objective was for sure to take out the traitors. Like, that's the name of the game. That's what I did. Except I did it as a traitor. Best of luck. I what? I'm good at it. However, I don't really like the fact that y'all voted me out based on gut feelings. Kind of downplaying my strategic game a little bit. Hope you don't get murdered.
All
To be
right.
fair, Cody, I thought you were a
Cody,
traitor.
well
Mine
done,
wasn't a
Cody.
gut
Good job,
feeling.
buddy.
Mine was not a gut feeling.
All right. Thank you so much, Cody, for playing. If you want to stick around for a brief exit interview, I'll put you in the waiting room. All right. Congratulations, Faithful. You caught another traitor.
Good work, Zombie Bianca.
But one of you is getting murdered tomorrow. So, you know.
What's with Brandon always
There are
hating
still traitors
throwing
out there.
things? Why do you need to always ruin the mood?
Yeah.
You know, it's my job.
Can
You
you
gotta-
just let us have a minute?
A minute to breathe, a bit of reprieve, a minute of celebration, nothing.
He let you have 5 seconds,
But
Jen.
I'm not gonna lie, you defending Cody like that makes you look so sus, girl.
Who's this?
Amy, the way she was voted for you and was said you guys going back and forth, but yet she was protected Cody. That's I don't know, man.
All right.
No, I don't know.
All right.
All right, folks. Tomorrow there'll be another murder. And you have a great night.